2024 is around the corner, and I gotta tell you, for those of you who are not taking preparedness serious, I'm gonna tell you a couple of stories so you guys can understand how serious things are. But before we do that, I have to say that I'm not a financial advisor. I don't do this type of videos. I don't like going into finances and whatnot. It's not my background, but I'm a person who had lived through, well, some financial issues in other countries, so I can speak firsthand of what will happen if things continue the way they are in here. Nonetheless, I am from Cuba. For those of you who don't know, I spent 16 years in there. I was there when the Soviet Union collapsed. I was there with Castro in 1993, declared the dollar no longer illegal. Yes, the dollar was illegal prior to that. It was illegal because Cuba does have its own currency. And in 1993, well, after the Soviet Union collapsed, they needed an infusion of money. So what Castro did, it opened the doors to the U.S., meaning the U.S. dollar, because they wanted money to pump the economy. And you would say, well, Billy, what's that got to do with anything? Hear me out. Once they did that, inflation took off. Why? Because, well, you can only buy now in dollars. The Cuban peso actually got obsolete. Not obsolete to the point that it's not being used. It was still being used. Jobs will pay you with that money. But in order for you to go to the stores and buy things that you really need, you needed the dollar. And the exchange on the dollar got to a point that, if I remember correctly, it was 130 pesos per $1. I want to remind everybody that in Cuba, a doctor gets paid about 400 pesos. Now divide that by 130, and that adds to what? No more than $4 a month for a doctor. This is a doctor. Keep that in mind. Inflation went off the roof. An egg will cost you 20 pesos. It was insane. Not everybody had access to dollars. Only the people who have family in other countries were able to send money in, which was, the government actually took a piece of that as a tax, if you will. Sounds familiar now? Tax. So instead of you getting $1, you were getting 80 cents on the dollar. You see what I mean now? They're taking their piece. They didn't care. You want to buy it? You got to do this. Prices went up the roof. I mean, literally, a skyrocket everywhere. People were unable to buy anything. Very similar to what we are seeing here. People start getting antsy in Cuba. Very antsy. Very ready to fight. So what Castro did, it opened in 1994 the doors for a mass exodus. Again, the last one prior to that was in 1980 with the Mariel, and this one was the balseros, rafters, if you want to call it that way. People started building rafts because they couldn't take it anymore. I mean, it took just 1 year to shit get really bad to the point there's like, well, there's just too much people, not enough stuff to go around. And that's the key thing here, stuff. Why? Because people needed resources, and resources were finite. There is not a lot of resources to go around, so prices keep going up to the point that people cannot afford it anymore. So it opened the doors. He opened the doors. Castro did open the doors, and a lot of people left the country. Things balance up a little bit. More things became more available because there was not a lot of people requesting or requiring those things anymore. So prices mellow a little bit. Things balance up a little bit. Why? Because the amount of people here, it was way higher than the goods that we have. But when the people went away, things, you see, they line up. Here in the U.S., And I'm giving you those examples so you can compare it, what's going on in here. Here in the U.S., we are seeing that. But the thing that people don't understand is the goods are here, and thus far, we have been privileged to have low prices because the people here are not quite there yet. But it is, I'm not going to say it's not quite there yet. I think it is there already because of the immigration. The numbers keep going up. It's going to become a point that there's going to be way too much people and the resources are remaining the same, meaning that one is going to give. Either you're going to have to pay out of a wazoo for a cup of coffee, or, well, we just have too many people. Now, I'm an immigrant. I came here in 1996. I did everything by the book. I came here, and soon after, I got my citizenship. Not a problem. I do, however, have a problem when folks do it the wrong way. That is a problem. It is a problem because the system gets overwhelmed. And essentially, the finite resources that we have get overwhelmed by the amount of people that quite frankly do not care. They come here to take and send back. They don't come here to live here. That's the other problem that I have. Take it for what it's worth. That is my belief, and I stick with it. Now, I'm giving you all of this so you guys can understand one thing. And I'm going to leave links in the description below so you guys can do this on your own. I went online. The US dollar since 1979 up to today has lost about 98% of purchasing power. I don't know about you all, but that is crazy. That, however, does not equate with gold. The gold has remained exactly the same. If an ounce of gold in 1996 will cost you $10, it might cost you, I'm giving you fake numbers, it might cost you $100 today, but it does have the same purchasing power. What I'm trying to say here is that retain monetary value. That piece of gold retain purchasing power. People will tell you that's not true, Billy. I don't think that is true. Again, I am gonna leave a calculator in the description below, and I want you to look. I really want you to look, and I'm gonna do this with you all so you all can see it. So here is the calculator. I'm gonna put $100 just to make it very simple. This is from January 2020 to November 2023. $100 from 2000 will get you the same amount of stuff that $181.90 will get you in 2023. I did this from 2000 to 2023 for those of you who are, in that age category, 20 some. So you guys can see. I didn't went back all the way to 1996 when I got here because that will infuriate you, to tell you the truth. Now, inflation happens simply enough because those that we put up there in power don't know how to manage their head from their asses. They just don't. Let me ask you that something. If you are gifted $100, would you care to spend it in a, McDonald's meal? Would that hurt you by any chance? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Contrary, now those $100 are from your paycheck. I guarantee you 100% that you will be more into I'm not going to be spending that money on McDonald's meals. $100 can go a long way, into my preps and whatnot, and I can put that into real food. Screw that. I guarantee you that you will be saying that. But because you didn't earn that money, you don't care. Same thing with government. Government do not make money. Government tax the shit out of you, the shit out of me, and the shit out of everybody. And what they do is they waste money because they never work for their money. So hence the fact that if you want to protect whatever you have, put that into gold, put that into silver, put that into tangible items that you can touch, not paper. Paper, that piece of paper is a promise that this government has broken over and over and over. So why would you believe what they tell you when they lie to you all the time? They're flat out lying to you, saying that there's no problem. Our economy is as robust as ever. We have jobs coming out of the wazoo. I mean, we don't have an immigration problem. Are you sure? I mean, are you shitting me? I mean, they're lying to you. They're lying to you, and you're believing that? Now, here's my thing. If you're choosing to believe all those lies, and you're choosing to go along for the ride, I wish you the best. I truly do. And I truly do hope that everything that I have said is wrong. Unfortunately, I have lived through this crap already. I know what is coming. I am putting my money where my mouth is, or however you want to call it. So you have to decide what you're going to do for yourself, because I can't tell you what to do. I am taking the necessary steps to take care of myself and my family. Are you taking those steps? Are you listening to what is going on? Are you aware of the things that is happening around the world? Do you want to forget the things that I have told you? Now, if you don't care about none of that stuff, that is completely up to you. You are a grown person and you do what you want. However, like I said in many other times, don't come crying and bitching a fit when things go wrong, because I also hold everybody accountable for their actions. With that being said, I hope you have a great one. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.